let's compare general purpose AI with an AI using Telerik Agentic UI Generator, an MCP developed by our team here at Progress. General purpose AI coding tools rely on broadly available training data, often pulled from public resources across the web. That approach can be useful, but often produces outputs that are generic and inconsistent or misaligned with specific framework features or component libraries. Telerik UI for Blazor's Agentic UI Generator takes a different approach. It's trained on Telerik documentation, on first-party APIs, and most importantly, on production quality code samples written by the same engineering teams that build the components. Let's take a look at a concrete example. Here, I'm working with Visual Studio Code, and I'm going to ask Copilot without MCPs to generate a full page of interactive components using Telerik UI for Blazor. This is going to be a real estate application page with a column for sorting and a results panel with cards representing the individual properties that we're searching for. It's a pretty complex prompt, but there's a lot of UI components that need to be built. So let's start the generation process, and you'll see that eventually some compiler errors start to appear. At that point, a developer like me usually has to step in and restart the process, feeding some of the errors back into the AI to get them resolved. But eventually the application runs, and then the browser reports an error. And if we look closely into the problem, it becomes immediately clear what's going on. The generated code has referenced a component or API that didn't exist, and a quick check of the Telerik UI for Blazor documentation confirms it. This is a familiar failure mode with AI-generated code. It looks runnable, but it breaks at runtime. Now let's repeat the same task using the exact same prompt, but this time we'll use the Telerik Agentic UI Generator. We'll start the process, and this time you'll notice that the AI is interacting with the Agentic UI Generator. It's not just talking to one tool. It's working with an orchestration of multiple tools that write components, inject documentation, and samples directly into the AI's context. It'll create layouts, apply styling from the Telerik design system, and validate proper component usage against the Telerik UI for Blazor's APIs. With these tools working alongside the primary AI model, the output becomes more predictable and dependable with fewer errors, translating into fewer retries for both the AI and the developer. By anchoring the model in accurate framework-specific data, the UI generator delivers results that closely match real-world expectations. You can continue using the language model of your choice, whether it's OpenAI, Gemini, or even a local model for enhanced security. And there's no need to switch editors or adopt new development environments because you're connecting the MCP server to the Telerik Agentic UI Generator directly inside the editor you already use. With AI tools, every developer has their own prompts and their own scenarios. So rather than rely on this demo alone, the best way to evaluate the approach is to try it yourself. A 30-day free trial lets you run your own comparisons, ask the assistant questions about Telerik UI for Blazor, and scaffold entire pages. And while you do so, you're in full control over how much access to editing capabilities the AI has with your codebase. AI-assisted development tools look different for every team and every developer. So no matter what you choose to integrate with your AI workflow, these tools are designed to meet you where you are while bringing with them more than a decade of experience building performant, accessible, and UI-ready components for .NET and Blazor.